I'm Natsuki Natsume, a sales guy at Kuroba Manufacturing where we crank out metal parts for cars.
Morning, Natsuki. Coffee for you. You look like you could use a wake-up call.
Whoa, thanks. That's Miyuki Yukino, my super considerate coworker who always looks out for me and gives me a little boost when I need it. Alright, let's crush it today. Just as I was feeling ready to go after chatting with Miyuki.
Natsume! So I heard you didn't even finish high school, and on top of that, you got 0 deals last month. Is that true? That's pretty bad, right? Does that actually happen?
Ugh, she's at it again today. I guess Kuroba, the newbie and CEO's daughter, isn't too happy about having someone with my not-so-great academic background as her mentor. Yeah, it's true.
Wow, 0 deals? That's just pathetic.
Then, the next morning. What the heck? My stuff's all packed. What's going on?
Oh, there you are, Natsume. You get what's happening, right? I made up my mind. You're just not good at this, so I talked to Daddy. You're out.
What?
Kurohara's the CEO's daughter, huh? Is Natsuki really getting fired like that?
Yeah, she's out of control, using her dad's influence like that. Heard she couldn't get a job anywhere else, so she pulled some strings to get hired here.
Come to the CEO's office.
What?
Daddy, I can't handle it anymore. He was so harsh. You have to do something about him.
That sounds tough, sweetheart, but Natsume is supposed to be your mentor. What's really going on here? What is this? The CEO can't even reign his own daughter, and she's gonna take over the company someday? This place is doomed. I quit. What? And just like that, I left Kuroba Manufacturing. A few days later.
Hello, Kuroba Manufacturing. Thank you for calling. Wait, what? Hold on, I'll check right away. Hey, it's Lunar Motors. They're saying our rep missed the schedule meeting. What's going on? Who's handling this?
Oh.
You know what's going on. This is a $50 million deal. Where's our rep?
He quit. Didn't you tell the CEO to fire him? Natsume was the one handling it.
What? But he didn't make a single deal.
Natsume was working on a major project that took months to secure. He was focused on one big client.
If we lose this $50 million deal, our company could go under. I have to go apologize, fast. We deeply apologize for the inconvenience. Our rep left the company. But don't worry, I'll be personally taking over from here.
Natsume, are you serious? The parts we need are pretty demanding in terms of strength. You know what kind of components we require, right?
Well...
You don't have a clue, do you? With Natsume gone, I don't think we can trust your company anymore. We're reconsidering this deal.
No way. Natsume, what are we gonna do about the Lunar Motors deal?
So, she's talking to Natsume about that $15 million deal on the phone.
I wrote everything down in the handover report. I clearly marked it as top priority.
What? A handover report? Oh no. Crap! I threw it out! Anyway, this is a disaster. You need to come back now.
Don't be ridiculous. I already quit. You guys need to handle it yourselves. Wow, Yukino, I'm surprised you asked me out for drinks.
I was worried about how you were doing after you quit.
Well, I landed a job at White Manufacturing. They said they needed me, and the atmosphere is great. I'm enjoying my work there.
White Manufacturing is a rival company, but I'm glad to see you doing well.
Why don't you make a jump too, Yukino? Come work with me. Just a thought.
That sounds nice. Maybe I'll consider it.
The Lunar and Motors deal is for 15 million. If that falls through, the company's really in trouble.
I thought Natsume might help us out, so I gave him a call, but he turned me down.
Yeah, I know it's asking a lot, but we've got to find a way to get him to cooperate. Alright, I'll go ask him myself.
President Kuroba, this is White Manufacturing. What brings you here?
So, you did switch to a rival company, but there's something I have to ask. It's about the Lunar and Motors deal. I'm not asking you to come back, just to help us out.
If you're not involved, the deal's as good as lost.
No, I'm not interested. I left Kuroba Manufacturing.
I understand that, but I'm begging you.
This is the office of a rival company. You realize that, right? Do you understand how out of line you're being right now? You're the CEO of a competing firm, standing here asking one of our employees for help. This is way over the line.
I know I'm overstepping, and I'm sorry, but our company's on the brink of collapse.
No, I refuse. Think back. I was fine with being Kuroha's mentor despite her unique personality. But when she ran to your office causing a scene, you didn't step in to stop her. Instead, you backed her up.
Ugh.
Eventually, Kuroha's gonna take over the company, right? Knowing that, I don't see a future for Kuroba Manufacturing. I can't imagine staying as an employee there. That's why I left. So there is no way I'd agree to help a company like that.
Ugh. What should I do?
Oh, Daddy.
Natsume is not going to help us. What do we do now?
I've got an idea. Let's have the parts made cheaply in an Asian country instead of in-house. We'll offer the deal at $10 million instead of $15 million. As long as the strength and other specifications meet Lunar and Motors standards, they'll save money on sourcing. It's a win-win, right?
Oh, that's a great idea, Kuroha. If we can cut it down by 5 million, Lunar and Motors might reconsider. We're about to lose a 15 million deal here. Even if it drops to 10 million, we still need to secure it. Also, let's open up applications for voluntary retirement. Our projected profits are taking a $5 million hit.
So we're going to cut down on staff to save on payroll, right? And by the way, about the part strength.
Doesn't matter. We've got no choice now.
Soon after, Kuroba Manufacturing announced voluntary retirement applications internally.
So, they're trying to cut labor costs because the business is struggling. Did the $15 million deal fall through? Well, I've been thinking about joining Natsume at White Manufacturing, so this is the perfect opportunity for me. I'd like to submit my voluntary retirement form.
Not long after, Yukino successfully transferred to White Manufacturing and ended up assisting me from the desk next to mine. You actually made the move! You've got a lot of initiative.
I'm just glad to be working with you again.
I'm happy too. Hello, White Manufacturing. What? President Tsukiboshi from Lunar and Motors?
Thank you for meeting with me on such short notice.
No, not at all.
I heard Natsume moved to White Manufacturing. Trust is just as important as the reliability of the parts. You've always tackled every challenge we've thrown at you head on, and you've never let us down. For the 15 million deal, if Natsume is handling it at White Manufacturing, I'd like to give the job to you.
What?
He trusts him.
Thank you. I'd happy to take...
We'll handle that deal.
Kuroba Manufacturing, what are you doing here? I'm in the middle of a discussion with White Manufacturing.
Kuroha, what's the meaning of this?
We'll take on the project for $10 million instead of $15 million.
What?
What?
What did you say?
Kuroba Manufacturing can produce the parts in an Asian country, allowing us to offer a lower price.
Can you actually manufacture the parts for that price?
Yes, we've already created samples, and all the strength data is ready. White Manufacturing should just give up.
According to the data chart, your part strength is lower than ours, but it looks like you meet the required standards.
Still, given the price, I'd like to proceed cautiously. Could you show us the test results that support these strength figures?
Here they are. These tests were conducted at a trusted domestic testing agency with the samples we provided.
Huh? It looks like some of the test reports are missing.
That's right, the numbers are on the data chart, so the tests were definitely conducted, right?
Yes, of course. And naturally, we meet the standards, which allows us to cut costs by $5 million. We hope you'll seriously consider partnering with us.
So the samples have already arrived domestically, correct?
Yes, we have.
We also need to visually inspect the actual samples, along with the missing test reports.
Exactly, we can't move forward with a contract like this.
Understood. For now, I'll take my leave and get back to you soon.
I know it's a bit odd asking someone from White Manufacturing, a rival to Kuroba Manufacturing. But what did you think of Kuroha's pitch? I trust your opinion, Natsume.
To be honest, considering the scale of the deal, it felt a bit rushed.
Agreed. When someone tries to rush something important, there's often something fishy behind it.
However, setting that aside, I believe Kuroha's samples should be tested in the presence of Lunar Ren Motors representatives. Especially since some test reports were missing.
I thought the same, but when someone offers a $5 million cost reduction, even I, as the CEO, can't ignore it.
Of course. A few days later, strength tests were scheduled at the Lunar Ren Motors factory.
Testing our samples so quickly. That's quite sudden.
I thought it was even more sudden when you first brought this deal to us.
Well, that's true.
Thank you for allowing us to be present for the tests.
I figured it would be fair to have both companies witness this. We'll now begin the strength test.
Tests always make me nervous.
If they fail, Natsume will take charge and land the big order. If they fail...
There's no way the sample will fail.
Let's see. Pass.
It... passed.
What?
Of course.
The missing test reports were never submitted, but the samples tested in front of everyone passed.
Well, there you have it. The test passed. Now it's clear, isn't it? These $5 million cost-saving parts made in Asia have no issues.
It passed. I mean, it was bound to, considering it already passed once, but I found myself secretly hoping it would fail during the test, and now I feel a bit ashamed of myself. Natsume?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Were the sample parts marked with a lot number?
Some of them were.
A lot number is a unique identifier that indicates the manufacturing date and factory, right?
Kuroha, this lot number is from a domestic factory.
What? That must be some kind of mistake. I mean, we definitely brought samples produced in an Asian country.
Kuroha, that's enough. Everyone here understands what's going on. Be honest. You switched the sample for the strength test with a domestically produced part, didn't you?
I would never do such a thing.
Just by reading this lot number, you can tell that this part was manufactured last month at Kuroba Manufacturing's Kanto factory. Every part has traceability, making it easy to track. Convenient, right?
Kuroha, you did switch out the sample for the strength test, didn't you?
Kuroha.
I'm sorry. I switched it.
Later, the real samples produced in Asia were put through the strength test, and they failed. The $10 million parts turned out to be defective, lacking the required strength. President Kuroba, you know that switching samples for a strength test is absolutely unacceptable. Despite that, you did it anyway. This only serves to damage your credibility. Where exactly is Kuroba Manufacturing heading? I can't understand it at all. We are cutting all ties with Kuroba Manufacturing indefinitely. Grrr. The Lunaran Motors deal was of course cancelled due to the fraudulent negotiations. The scandal quickly spread throughout the industry, and with no new orders, Kuroba Manufacturing soon went bankrupt.
Why? How did it come to this? I was supposed to be the CEO.
It's all your fault.
What do you mean? When things go wrong, it's always the CEO's responsibility. The CEO takes the blame for everything.
This is unbelievable. Not only did the company go bankrupt, but the police also launched an investigation into the attempt to sell faulty parts under false pretenses. Meanwhile, White Manufacturing successfully secured the $15 million deal. I was in charge of it. Thanks to this big win, I was promoted to section chief.
I'm so glad I followed you to White Manufacturing, Natsume.
Thank you. Would you keep following me forever?
Yes, I'll follow you forever and ever.
And so, we became a couple and got married 6 months later. I vowed to always cherish Miyuki, who treated me with kindness and loved me with unwavering devotion.